All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
What a start here defensively. The offense comes out trying to establish a little ground game, and this defense looks like they knew what those first two calls were going to be all along, taking them back for a loss and sets up a third and long.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's second and 10. Renfro brought in motion. Dalton. Open man, that's Renfro. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. He'll look to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On fourth down, on is Sam Martin to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on first and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He finds Johnson across the field. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff, running right. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Now Dalton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll work this forward to the 35. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 7-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. First and 10. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Dalton. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. They run out of the gun with Brooks. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. Here's Dalton. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
On the ground, it's Brooks. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They send him right out of the slot. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Here's the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. A short gain there to about the 22. Second down and 8. Handoff here, up the middle, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Cleveland.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over just before the half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Browns are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Dalton to throw. This one taken in by Renfro. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now Etienne, and he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And this will be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Dalton. He'll get this to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
The motion man is Sanders. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jonathan Brooks, touchdown Carolina.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. The kicking team on for the extra point. He gets it to go. Panthers get back in it. It is 21-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here comes a return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Dalton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
To throw is Dalton. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Looking deep here for Tillman. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is textbook route running. Everything from the way he attacked their leverage with speed, and then when he crosses face, that's the indication for the quarterback to release the ball. Ball's on target, great run, great route, big pickup.
First and 10 now from the 36. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Browns will extend this third quarter lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. The motion man is Sanders. Now Dalton. Toward the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Another try with Brooks. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. A give inside, it's Brooks. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Panther 1st down. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Slot receiver headed right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4-down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being, barring any penalties. Now they got 3 or 4 plays to try to end this one with a touchdown.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Panthers are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. Return up near the 30-yard line, but that penalty marker could impact the spot. Let's get the call. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Open man, and that's Tillman. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. It is a big play for the Browns. 31 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
Still 2nd down.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. This the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Fourth down, Dustin Hopkins now for the Browns field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns add on to their lead. So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Dalton working from the pistol. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Sending a receiver right. Throwing, Dalton. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Dalton to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Now it's Dalton. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Browns offense and Deontay Johnson getting set to get back to work. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
First and 10. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.